Whoa. I hope I didn't hit the button twice. Hopefully I'm still recording. What's going on, YouTube? I wanted to make a quick video. I'm outside of my job right now. Not yesterday, the other day, but yesterday I was thinking about it. This guy had blacked out a couple of times, was doing okay, but had missed days from work because he had blacked out. And it was because of high blood pressure, maybe some other issues, but we was talking about blood pressure and ended up talking about diet. I was wondering what was his food consumption like, what was his diet like, and I wanted to try to give him some ideas, you know, how I brought mine down, how I lost weight. He's not grossly overweight, but he said his blood pressure was up, cholesterol was up, and I wanted to give him some tips on how I brought mine down. And the first thing that came out of his mouth was, I don't eat vegetables. I don't eat any fruit. I was like, well, I know the doctor had to say something to you about that, because we all know that fruits and vegetables, you know, is important for good health. And, you know, he's like, I don't eat fruits. I don't eat vegetables. I never have. It's not even that I don't like the taste. I don't like the way it feels in my mouth. And, you know, I just wanted to make this video because it's almost painful to hear somebody have such a strong stance against something that you know is helpful to you and basically essential to good health. You know, and that's, I mean, I'm using that as an example because, I mean, you got to wonder what's behind some of the things that we do. What's behind where we stand on certain issues? What is behind the habits that we have? How much sense does it make? How logical is it? And where does your responsibility come into play on doing things differently? You know, on that, and I asked, well, what do you plan on doing? Hoping, I guess, to hear that, well, I'm going to try to eat fruits and vegetables, at least some, or try this or try that. It's like he gave me some medication to take. I'm like, okay, but what else are you going to do? Are you just going to take the medicine? Yeah. I said, how long are you going to take the medicine? I guess for the rest of my life. I'm like, you're not going to try to do something different about your diet? And so I mean, what's behind you doing having some of the habits you know that you need to change? You know, what's behind you keeping a relationship that you know is harmful for you? You know that's stressing you out. You know that's holding you back. What's behind you staying somewhere where you know it's not working out? You know, you really got to think about what's behind the things that you do, because if you can't come up with a reasonable, logical reason, something that makes sense, and you in an adult way. In other words, don't just say something stupid. You know, like somebody that's smoking, and you recognize that smoking is harmful. You are aware of the negative potentials from smoking, and you know, the reason that you're going to continue to smoking, you have the nerve to say it's because you got to die from something. Come on, man. You got to be smarter than that. You got to be more of an adult than that. Now, you know, man. So I'm just asking you to think about some of the things that you do. You know, that's what I began doing a long time ago. And it's really helped a whole lot, thinking about why I do some of the things that I do. I remember one time when I used to smoke Black and Mild. So I broke that addiction, and the reason I broke that is I was somewhere delivering or getting loaded, I can't remember. It was Pennsylvania. I had to go back outside in the truck, couldn't stay inside the building. While I was outside waiting, I looked across the street. There was another company over there. Somebody was outside smoking. And you know how you do, just, acting like they was doing something that was the coolest thing in the world. And I was like, wow, do I look like that? But it really caused me to think about it, like, why am I smoking these things anyway? And what I discovered, like, for me, it was a lot to do with habitually putting something up to my mouth. And so by thinking about why I did it, because with me, there wasn't so much of the nicotine, it was about just putting something up to my mouth, something to do. And so I replaced that with a toothpick and chew sticks, which is a herbal stick, licorice sticks, I think it is. And that's how I broke that habit. But, I thought about it. Why am I doing this anyway? And there was no good reason. So it empowered me to do something about it. And, it empowered me overall to do something about it. But also analyzing the why helped me to know what to do about it. I found another way to mimic the habit, and then eventually I broke that. So think about it. Why do you do the things that you do? What's behind the thought process? What's behind the action? And what is the benefit of you being responsible enough to do something differently? Y'all have a great day. Thank you.